Because you're proposing that we put in 100K and you'll match 100K.
Yes.
But we're in for 30% of the profits.
Well, I'm doing all the work.
Property Elevator is back and we are bigger than ever. This year, we see our angels looking to invest their hard-earned cash into some of the best property deals on the market. Will our angels be keeping their lights green, or will they be turning them red? And to shake things up, I'd like to introduce you to the lender, who'll be giving their insights into how these deals could potentially be viewed from a lending perspective. Our angels are seasoned developers, mentors, and investors with a combined experience of over 100 years. They are Paul Mahoney, Ranjan Bhattacharya, John Howard, Hayley Andrews, and Nicholas Walworth. Unlike the angels, our lender, Scott Marshall, can't shake hands on any of the deals. So, it's up to our candidates to impress one of the 5 angels for that all-important guidance and cash. So, let's meet some of the hopeful candidates pitching their deals on today's show. Christopher, welcome to Property Elevator.
Thank you very much.
Tell me, firstly, a little bit about your background in property. Where did it start for you?
So we've been developing, investing and developing in property for the last 5 years.
Okay.
Started with buy-to-lets, moved on to professional HMOs, then on to high-end serviced accommodation. And now I'm looking for a ground-up development. So a bit more challenge, something to get my teeth into.
Yeah, nice. So the next kind of step up for you. Yeah, brilliant. And where is it located, this particular deal?
It's in the small town, market town of Barnoldswick.
Do you know it well?
Yeah, I know the area quite well.
Yeah.
That's kind of my investment area.
Okay, nice. So nice and local for you.
Yeah.
Great. Well, good luck.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
going to send you up the stairs now, and I'll be waiting for you when you come down. I hope it's good news.
Me too. Thanks.
Off you go.
Hello, Angels.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So the deal that I've got for you today, it's an agricultural building in the small town of Barnoldswick, which I've called the Cowshed. The plot size is around 800 square metres and it's been given planning in principle for one dwelling with a purchase price of 200k. My vision is to build a single-storey, timber frame, 4 or 5 bedroom house with a footprint of 300 square metres. I'm quite passionate about the environment, so I intend the project to be as fuel efficient and as carbon friendly as possible. The development cost for this will be around 410k, that's including a contingency of 15%. What I'm looking for today is a JV partner with 100k to match my 100k. But more importantly, I'm looking for a mentor. I'm looking for support to grow this, to do other developments and to work with on other developments, larger projects. For this, I'm offering 30% of the profits from the Cowshed. That's approximately somewhere between 90k to 150k over the time span of 12 months. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, Chris. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Let's go with the bad news first.
Bad news is I think that your build costs are too light.
I knew you were going to say that.
The good news is that you've got a 15% contingency, which is very, very sensible. Flats outside Skipton and on all around that area, so I know the area well. Nice area. Who would like to?
How come you've gone down the route of a timber frame?
I'm quite passionate about the environment and to build eco kind of houses rather than your traditional builds. Then it suits my values a lot more.
That's nice. I have a thing about this carbon business because I don't think the carbon neutral is quite what it's all cracked up to be, personally. And I think that normally you can still build cheaper traditionally than you can with all the carbon and all the rest of it. And then people say, oh, I can get 20% more for it because it's all carbon neutral. That's just a load of rubbish. No value is going to value it 20% more because you've gone carbon neutral or whatever anybody might say. However, congratulations for building the prices you are building it at, because that's very, very good. Very,
John,
very good.
on the carbon front, I do agree with you.
Do you?
But I'm a bit sceptical about all of this stuff, but this is in the middle of nowhere, so the chances of getting gas connections are practically nil. You've got to do a large amount of this stuff as an alternative source of energy.
So I'm interested actually to know, and I'm going to ask Scott a question, because because I've never worked with timber frame. I think they're beautiful, but I've never done a project like this before. I've always stuck to standard construction. From a lending point of view, would that be mortgageable?
Whether a property is mortgageable on completion is all to do with whether the structural warranty that's given on completion of that property is listed on UK Finance's website. It used to be the Council of Mortgage Lenders website, but it's now UK Finance. From a lending perspective, that's what a lender would check, is look at the structural warranty, is it on there, is it mortgageable with that structural warranty by the majority of the high streets, and if it is, it's a tick in the box.
Absolutely. Very good question, Hayley. Paul?
Can you tell us a bit, I know it's in the pack, but can you tell us a bit more about what you've done previously?
Started buy-to-lets, quickly moved on to professional HMOs, doing them at such a standard that I wanted to create somewhere that people wanted to stay, not just a stopping point in their life. And then serviced accommodation. I don't think we've ever had a void in the HMOs that we've got, and serviced accommodation has been working at an 85% occupancy. So I feel that it's a natural progression for me to move on to a ground-up build and something for me to get my teeth into.
If I can just ask you, I mean, this is it's 800 square metre plot. It's quite big. You're planning a 300 square metre building. Have you thought about, or why just go for one house on this plot?
I knew you were going to say that.
Why not have 2, 3 and make some serious stuff?
It's not London.
You see a lot of these multiple dwellings like this in these countryside locations.
You've never been in the countryside, Ranjan.
I've seen these. Anyway, let him ask us.
You want to build an HMO, do you?
No, not at all.
Sorry, Chris, carry on.
So the whole philosophy is about simplicity and space and light, and it kind of doesn't fit with my values to squeeze it. It's not about the money. It's not just I want to squeeze as many houses in on this plot as I possibly can. It's about creating something aspirational, and somebody wants to live there. I mean, I feel like there's already enough juice in the deal to kind of like for the deal to work. I don't feel like it needs to have more than one dwelling.
That leads on to my other question, because you're proposing that we put in 100k and you'll match 100k.
Yes.
But we're in for 30% of the profits.
Well, I'm doing all the work. As in kind of project managing, I will spend a lot of time kind of pushing prices down. I'll be working on the design. I want to make a place that flows. It's not about creating box. I don't want to create another box. So that's why I said 30%.
John didn't like that answer. He's gone.
Chris, you might see I put my light out. It's not for me. It's too airy-fairy. I'm here to make money, and also the share you're offering is not acceptable to me. But I wish you luck with the others.
Can I give a little bit of feedback from my perspective? Never say to an investor, it's not about the money.
Yeah, I can see that now.
It is about the money.
For us, it is.
Because while we admire you that you've got this vision and view, and ultimately it's great, we are here to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do those figures?
They'd stack better with 2.
Sorry?
They'd stack better with 2 properties on there.
Or even 3.
Or even 3.
or with a 50-50 deal.
Yeah.
What I would be worried about, like the guy said, just to make it clear, I'd be worried you'd run away with the design of this, spend all the money, and we'd make no money, because you'd want to make it brilliant. It would be your dream site with passion, and that is, applaudable, absolutely. On the first one, I'd be slightly worried you might get carried away with that and spend more on the spec, the design, the landscaping, high-spec windows out to the view, which, you need some of this stuff anyway, don't get me wrong, but the costs could really run on here.
Scott, yeah.
Yeah. I think your numbers work. But let me just kind of run through some of the things that you said, which is slightly contradictory, if I can.
Okay.
So you said that you're buying it for 200.
Yes.
You're going to spend 400 on it, which is 600,000 in total. Okay. You then said that you've got a decision in principle for development finance of 70% of the purchase price, which is 140, plus 100% of the build cost. Okay, so 140 plus the 400 is 540k, which is a difference of 60, 70k. Okay, then you then said, so you need 60, 70k cash in to satisfy that development lending offer that you've got. Then you said, you want to put in 100k and you want an angel to put in 100k. Why?
Are you struggling to find your next commercial to residential conversion project? Well, over the next 2 years, virtually every UK bank branch will close. Banks are fabulous buildings in prime locations, and thanks to permitted development rights, they're really easy to convert to alternative uses under a light touch planning regime. My team have put together a list of over 500 UK bank branches which are poised for imminent closure. And for a limited period only, you can download this list absolutely free. Your next commercial property project is on this list, so download it now and enjoy the rest of the video.
Okay, and then you've got your professional fees and your stamp, breakdown of the cost, and then upfront stage payments. One of the stages is 100 grand. Well, I don't have 100 grand to put up front to cover that stage.
Okay, so you're looking for basically the 200k, so 200k cash going into it. Part of that is for the working capital.
Yes.
Of the project.
Yes.
Which is fine. Okay.
And I understand that being a creative, then you might think he's going to run away with it.
Okay.
Christopher,
that's fine, because the upside on this, which is £300,000 to £400,000 worth of profit at least, if it only sells for £1 million, there is enough fat in that if costs do start to run away themselves, that is built in because you're buying so well.
Okay, Nicholas, you want to go first?
Do you mind if I just think for a few more minutes? I'm not sure.
That's good news. That's good news. Paul,
on the basis that money does matter, and we look to sort of maximise the upside and mitigate some of the risks, this is something I'd be open to doing with another angel, because it would mitigate my total investment and therefore my risk. But it's something that I'd be interested in being involved in if someone else is willing to do that. But I'd want it to be on the basis of a 50% profit share to us as the angels. So we would take 25 each.
And I straight away would match that to go in with Paul.
So Nick and I will partner, we'll give you the funds you're after, but we want 50% profit between us rather than the 30 you were offering.
Okay. Hold that thought for a minute, Chris. Ranjan, who thought it was in Yorkshire, but it's actually in Lancashire. But go on, we don't mind that. Go on.
No, I know very well where it is.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't think it's for me. I think I would be. I think it's more grand designs than property elevator, quite frankly. I'd love to do this project as a place to live in myself. But when I'm looking to make money, I am looking to maximise what I can get on a site, and I don't think we're doing that with this.
Okay, and Hayley.
Yeah, Chris, I really like you, but I just don't think this one's for me. I'm not feeling it. I also don't like targeting the high-end market because it is a different market. It is a niche market, and you're limited from an exit point of view. So it's not for me, I'm afraid.
Okay. So Chris, you've got a
one offer.
What I consider a good offer from two angels to come together to support and help you through this project, but they are looking for 50% share of the profit. Have a think quickly and decide whether you'd like to take that or would you like to walk away with no deal.
Okay, let's do it.
Fantastic.
Let's
well
do it.
done.
Yeah, awesome.
Brilliant. Well done. Well done.
Thanks, man.
I'm glad we could do something.
Yeah, great.
Really awesome.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Well done.
See you soon.
Well done, Chris.
And interesting, where that is located, I know you've made the point about being high end, but you know, you're very easy into Manchester, very easy into Leeds, very easy into Skipton.
Lovely spot.
You know, it's really good spot.
From the M62 corridor, isn't
No,
it?
it's not.
No.
No,
Where is it
it's
then?
north of that.
It's near Skipton.
Yeah, it's a peak, Yorkshire Dales, basically.
Yeah, Yorkshire Dales.
Beautiful.
The Ribble Valley.
And there's loads of money. I mean, there's loads
it's a lovely
of
spot.
loads
Paul
of
hasn't
money
got
around
a
the
clue
area.
Paul hasn't got a clue where he's
I'll
just
be
agreed
honest,
to
I
invest.
have absolutely no idea where it is.
It's a bit like Ayers Rock.
And Nicholas is scratching his head as well.
I'm looking forward to going there, though.
Great news, Christopher!
Yeah.
Yay! How you feeling?
A little relieved that that's over. I
Yeah.
think that's. I don't think I've ever been so nervous in my life.
Yeah. Good to push yourself though.
Yes.
Get out that comfort zone and do something new. You gave away a little bit more than you wanted to.
I did.
Yeah.
My thinking is that 50% of something is worth 100% of nothing.
Yeah, totally better. Yeah, well, good luck with it.
Thank you very
They
much.
are a great partnership to have on board, and we can't wait to see how it all goes.
The Baker Street Property Meet is the UK's largest and #1 property investors networking event. The property market is going through monumental change right now, and at Baker Street Property Meet we aim to keep you up to date with the latest tips and tricks and insider tactics to help you keep on top of your property investing game and succeed in these troubled economic times. The Baker Street Property Meet is fundamentally about networking because it's not what you know, it's who you know. And at Baker Street, we aim to connect you with the people to make your property journey a monumental success. There's no better place to be to further your property investment journey than the Baker Street Property Meet. So make sure you're here, you're connecting with myself and Andrew Roberts, our expert guest speakers and 300 passionate property people each and every month. See you at the next meet. Get your spot at bakerstreetpropertymeet.com.